I asked the Regia to please fix the timer to half of that number there. So we try to speed up and maintain the same rhythm that was set before, you know, like more like an open conversation rather than a presentation as because it's necessary, and I think it stimulates at this point of the forum. It's what must be done. So we do have some slides. So please, to the Regia, yeah. Anyway, we can start with the panel. The panel is on European Latin America digital cooperation. Here we have a very diverse contribution. I will start with Lina, placing the first question on telling us first of all which is the European framework very quickly, and then and present us the LAC4, which by the way is the competence center for the Latin America region that we are proudly partnering with.
Thank you very much, and quick shift from Ukraine to
yeah, it's a quick
Latin
flight.
America. With teleports, I guess it's easy. So Latin American Caribbean Cyber Competence Center is a Team Europe initiative to share knowledge, cybersecurity knowledge, and capacities and capabilities with our partners in the Latin American and Caribbean region. It is, interestingly, the first European Union-funded cyber competence center globally, and European Commission chose Latin America to be the region where this center is to be established. So it shows that we have, although geographical distance, we have a lot of similarities with the region, I guess cultural, economic context, and similar operational context. And the center was established in 2022 and has been functioning since. It's a joint initiative by European countries, Estonia, the Netherlands, also Italy. Cyber 4.0 is a partner, and a lot of Latin American and Caribbean countries have joined this initiative. But the funding comes from the European Union, and it is.
There are many activities that you are promoting. One is going to take place on the third quarter of this year, which is the workshop, the Cyber Week, and within the Cyber Week, we are designing a workshop that we might do with partnering with our associates, and this is a very interesting example of CCB in general, but LAC4 in that region, it was a very successful example of how to do things, basically. So, which, in your opinion, was the main thing that make the LAC4 grow so quickly and become what it is today?
Well, first of all, I think that we aim to deliver very practical technical assistance, and we place a strong effort on community building. So, and this is, strangely enough, something that did not exist in the Latin American Caribbean region yet. I mean, OAS, Organization of American States, is quite active also in cyber capacity building front in the region. They have a CCERT Americas platform that enables information exchange between the CCERTs, but we saw that there is still room for a European Union to step in and bring these countries together, bring the incident responders together, also private sector. So currently we're trying to engage with European companies to be present at our activities and to show what platform solutions Europe has to offer, and indeed the Cyber Week that you mentioned, and hopefully we will have a strong Italian presence there, is a forum where we bring together incident responders, CSIRTs from all over Latin America, so technical experts from the CSIRTs and also managerial level experts to share very practical case studies, problems, challenges, and to see that they have a unified front to combat these challenges, and with European assistance.
So practicality and community building is the secret. So thank you for sharing your secret. So I now give the floor to Viviana Wagner, which works at AIX. Has a desk officer for the Latin America, specifically for the region. And my question here is like, first help us understand what AIX is very briefly, and then like understand what's the, let's say, the effort of the Italian cooperation within the region if we compare it with the other macro region in the world.
Well, thank you, Pietro, and thank you for inviting the Italian agency, also on behalf of our director, Marco Rusconi. It's a good opportunity to be here with you today, also to promote, the Italian cooperation system as a whole, as a system. We mark our 10th anniversary this year. AIX set up in 2016, and it's part, we recently held our third national conference on development cooperation, Coopera. I hope you heard about it last week. And we officially launched in that occasion also the Italy DAC peer review report. I invite you all to read this interesting report published by the OECD DAC. It's an overarching detailed vision and strategy of the Italian cooperation system. Two main elements came out. Well, of course, an increased focus on Africa. We heard about it due to the Mattei plan. But in 2025, Italy was the only G7 member country to increase the ODA. So this is also important. Well, I will not go into details about, very much details about the system, but we have, of course, Ministry of Foreign Affairs with a leading role and coordinating role, line ministries, Interministerial Committee for Development Cooperation, a National Council for Development Cooperation acting as an advisory platform. But where we anchor our policy and our strategy is the 3-year planning and policy document. We increased the priority countries from 20 to 38 priority countries since the last plan. Most of them, of course, new countries in Africa, but a new country also in Latin America. We have 3 of them. Where they are, of course, where we have the presence, where AIX is present in the field. We are a technical agency, so we have a field presence, we are in the ground. 20 field offices worldwide, 25 project units, in 38 countries, and we are also expanding our base, our network. Of course, what we do in the field office is we assess needs, we evaluate programs, we monitor results and build partnerships. We have 200 staff HQ in the HQ, 30 of them deployed in the field offices, and plus more than 500 temporary staff, short-term experts in the field. Just to give some figures about 20, of course, as any other public administration, we work on a 3-year planning cycle. So for 2026, we just approved in mid-May a total allocation of 1.25 billion euros for new grants, 1.73 including soft loans, and 650 million in Africa, 400 million in non-African countries, and 200 million in not geographically distributed, but planned activities in LAC countries amount at 33 million euros. That sounds not that much, to be honest, as a new initiative, but the portfolio of our field offices is relevant actually, because ongoing projects, for example, in Cuba, La Habana, we have an amount of 62 million euros of ongoing projects, and half of it comes from European funding. So we also are able to attract funding for European union, because we are a pillar-assessed entity.
And based on this, sorry if I'm jumping in,
Yeah.
one of the actually the collaboration that we did with with Cyber 4.0 is we hosted a delegation from Colombia that came, and given the fact that we both as organization IX and Cyber 4.0 we collaborate with D4D Hub, which is a European initiative, we were able actually to host this delegation from Colombia. And talking about Colombia, I want to include in the discussion quickly also Francesco, because Francesco is part of a company that has an office in Colombia. He was part of the roundtable discussion to our when we host the Colombian delegation. So my direct question to you is, building on what she said, so the focus of the agency, and building on what Lina said earlier on cybersecurity, on the cybersecurity domain, what was the reason that pushed a private company to actually see with interest to that market?
Thank you.
Couple of minutes, please.
It's a challenge. Anyway,
I know.
more than cybersecurity challenge. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm Francesco Lippolis. I represent, I don't know if you can hear me. Yep. I represent BIP, which is an international consulting firm that operates globally. We have, as said, some offices in Latin America, particularly in Colombia and in Brazil. I work in the Center of Excellence that is focused on cybersecurity. And I'm also responsible for the business development of cybersecurity services in Latin America, so basically in Brazil and in Colombia. Let me say that when it comes to cyber, skills are one of the most critical factors to stand up with the competition, to deliver quality, and to keep the pace with the threat landscape, of course. We include in our Center of Excellence 600 people nowadays, mainly in Italy, supported by teams across our international offices, so also in Colombia and in Brazil. Talking about our approach, what we see, let me say, what we gain through our experience is that cybersecurity cannot be seen as a collection of technology. So it's much more a combination of processes, people, and technologies, of course, but also operational capabilities. And this is how we structured our services, also in Latin America. So combining strategic advisory, technical expertise, cybersecurity, defense operational capabilities supported by a security operations center that continues monitoring the events. So combining all these pieces, we support our customers in the cybersecurity challenges. Why we invest in Latin America? Let me say that Colombia and Brazil, but Latin America are the most fastest in adopting digital technologies, I would say. And this is the reason why also they are the most targeted country in terms of cyber attack. Colombia is the most targeted country within LATAM. So while the organization are becoming more and more aware of cyber risk, and in the impacts that cyber risk can have on business continuity and on customer trust, on digital growth, what we see is a rising of ransomware, phishing, and sophisticated attacks. And of course, this is particularly relevant for LATAM because given the situation, the needs of build up resilient
you can change the mic, yeah.
So it's becoming more important, I would say. And this is a reflect. Thank you. And we see this reflection also from a market point of view because we see an increasing demand for security operation services, threat detection, incident response, so managed security services. So this is what we see, and this is what the reason why we decide to invest in those countries.
Thank you so much. So if we have to close this panel, I mean, what you can see here is a nice synergy between different actors, and they can be supported by the center. So we thank you. We can continue our conversation in the lunch. And I ask the President Spagnoletti to join me on stage to present the next panel. Thank you so much.